Let's shadow.
Let's go. Let's do it, y'all.
Let's fucking go.
You know what time it is?
Mercy Road
Showtime.
time.
Mercy
Hello,
Road.
everybody.
6 p.m.
It's 60. Oh, thank gosh. Hello, everybody. We are live. We are in color. We are broadcasting far and wide. Yeah, how we all doing? Y'all ready to play some D&D for a wonderful
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Always ready to play some D&D.
We'll slow
Yes.
roll because we got a whole bunch of people gifting subs,
I trained 5.
dropping bits, Zingit, Little Skyfae, Hummelu, gifting subs to D2 The Rock, and John Coffee Robot. Gamma Liz gifting subs to Skoys, Old Slow Tiger, Rex Verity. Rex, y'all got them saucy emotes. Shiny Does It, and Kindled Sky. Rex with some biddies, Little Skyfae with some biddies, Hummelu with some more biddies, saying hype. Gamma Liz, Ninja Nurse, J Madalena, Flaptastic, Peeplers, JD Lady, Unlikely Mats, Brosepine, and an anonymous donation of $125. Whew. Hello, everybody. This is Mercy Road, 2021, The Mystery Mile. If this is your first stop here, if you weren't here for last year, this is a charity stream that's going to be going for 24 hours straight with a bunch of amazing, lovely people, like the ones you see on camera right now. All the money will be going to Child's Play charity, so type !donate, !campaign, !Mercy Road, or just listen to the stream bot that'll be blathering for the next every 10 minutes. But enough of me blathering. Why don't we go through our lovely players? Starting with Deggy, because
Oh my God.
you're in the hot seat.
I'm first. Okay. Hi, I'm Daggy, and I'm going to be playing Inspector Rover Kabu today. Yeah.
We got a $25 donation from Kadraffle, or from Cad, who says, let's get some basic loot boxes for everybody. So we will hop on that, as well as the $125 donation that we got anonymously. But why don't we continue around the table? Brosephine.
Hello, I'm Brosephine. I will be playing Kithri Driswold. Get ready.
I am ready. Whitefire.
Hello, I'm Whitefire, and I will be playing Usul, a turtle barbarian in the years of his life.
Oh no. Wait, don't they live? Don't turtles live for like centuries?
In D&D, they only have like an average lifespan of like 50 years, which is really weird.
That is very weird.
Interesting.
They live shorter lives than goblins. Wouter.
Yes, hi. My name is Walter. I'll be playing Tykalane, who is an owl person. Ooh.
Ah, nice. And last, but certainly not least, Rex Verity.
Hi, I'm Rex Verity, and I will be playing Rumberry Whiskey Cakes, a halfling.
Oh, nice. And Brosephine, you've got another legendary item, care of Beast GP.
Beast, thank you so much.
Beast.
What an amazing gift. I will use it to wreak havoc. Thank you.
What? I'm just picturing you like starting the game, dual wielding Staff of the Magi. Thought there was only one of these.
Let's friggin' go. Yes.
Yeah, you know what? Let's carry over that "let's friggin' go" attitude, and just jump right into it. What do you say?
Yeah,
Beat
Yeah,
first.
let's go.
All right. How do you play D&D again? Let me get my page up. Dice.
I think there's a lot of maths involved
Oh
at
no.
some point.
Yeah. It's math and reading club, really.
Yeah.
I should have listened to Miss Shaughnessy. Okay, so we're going to start in Faerun, the very familiar location of most D&D adventures that are publicly approved by Wizards of the Coast. But in a little trading port called Marcia Bay, it is also known as the City of Festivals. This is because every couple of weeks, the city will have another rather lavish festival. This draws in artisans and tradesmen, tradespeople from all across Toril to, sell whatever various goods they can to tourists. just a few weeks ago, there was the Violence Festival, where the city was overrun with barbarians.
Oh.
Classic.
Oh
And-
my.
Like the purge.
a few weeks ago, there was a festival celebrating dirt, which, combined with the Violence Festival, makes sense that they have scheduled the Festival of Reconstruction. Here, various masons and woodworkers come into the city, doing home repair, doing renovations, and typically this would be a rather benign festival, but something strange has been happening in Marcia Bay. The one road leading into town has been a hotspot for strange occurrences, for disappearances, for monster sightings, just every kind of thing a city that likes to keep things relatively normal tries to avoid. Adventurers have been kind of called in from various guilds and organizations trying to investigate what the source of this mystery mile, as it's come to be called, is. But so far, people are just flummoxed. Adding to the problem, a dwarven supertanker called the Constant Taken is currently jammed at the mouth of Marcia Bay, stopping any
Oh my god.
exits.
Delighted. It's amazing.
stopping
I'm delighted.
stopping any sort of trade in or out of the city. So for better or worse, if you are in Marcia Bay currently, or for the next, say, 24 hours, you are, for all intents and purposes, stuck. And we're going to start with, let's just pick randomly and say we'll start with you five, since you're already here. I think you were talking before if you had been adventuring together or if you were all strangers coming in. Did you ever come to a conclusion?
I think we've been, if not adventuring, at least traveling together for a little bit. Like maybe just on our way here to town.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like,
Yeah, I think that was kind of the consensus.
yeah.
Mhm.
Keibu doesn't really know what's going on, but he's like kind of met these people and he's like, I guess I'm just gonna roll with it.
Yeah.
So
I imagine you were probably all on the same ship coming in before the
Yeah.
before the Constant Taken was instantly stuck.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Makes sense.
So good.
But as you stop at the port, there is a little kobold, kind of bright blue. He has a little sign upside down, and if any of you tilt your heads the right way down, you can see that it just says "Adventurers Needed."
I'm an all folk, so I just like completely twist my head upside down.
Perfect.
And as you come descending down from the ship that you were on, just probably in a straight line for convenience sake, there are tradespeople offloading all of their ships. There are sailors who are already getting angry because they wanted to be out at sea getting drunk and surly, and instead they're on land getting drunk and surly. And it just ruins
Horrible.
their plans.
Horrible. Everyone seems like they're kind of bummed out.
Mhm.
Keibu's gonna go over to the kobold.
Mhm.
And he's gonna kind of tip his hat in greeting, and he's gonna say like, oh, hello, I see you guys you're looking for adventures. What sort of job are you looking for people to do?
Oh, hi! The Viscountess! She's looking for bold adventurers! Holds up this little sign that's still upside down, kind of almost pushing it into your face. Or
Well,
as high
you're
up as
in
you
luck.
get.
Well, you're in luck. You have 5 of the boldest adventurers you're likely to find in this city. Here now. Take us to her.
Well, that's convenient. You're the first people I asked.
Kithri's gonna like sidle in between the two of them and be like, hold on a minute. What's the reward?
Oh, the Viscountess said she would handsomely reward anyone who helped.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? Fair enough. I'll accept any award. I just want to help any way I can.
I want the reward.
Thank you for that $50 donation. If you are in chat, just tell us how you wish to reward these adventurers, or punish them if you want to give them.
It's true.
Oh, and Deggy,
Hi.
you got a care package as well, a $10 care package.
Ooh.
So why don't
What's the
we
care
just
package have?
why don't we just start off by doling out these care packages?
All right.
Before they build up too much.
Before they build up too much, and I forget what they were. So we'll start. Why not? That's the table of chaos. We want to avoid that one.
Ah!
Do we though?
Do we though?
I
I am a.
Okay, we will start off with the legendary care packages, courtesy of anonymous donor. Okay. As you are just getting off the ship, kind of appearing, is this golden chest with a little 5 on
David
it.
jumps.
And it just kind of appears before you. And in it, there is, for y'all to divide amongst yourselves, a luck blade, which is a longsword,
Ooh.
a scarab of protection, a deck of many things, a ring of spell turning, and a ring of earth elemental command.
Ah. Interesting.
Oh, I want the deck of many things. Oh, I want the deck of many things. We've only ever heard about them, and she's like, "These are the most terrifying objects I know about." And
I think you should have
Cabo's-
the deck of many things then.
Kebu would like one of the rings. One was the earth thing, one was the other one. I forget what the other one was. Sorry.
One was a ring of spell turning, and one was a ring of earth elemental command.
I think earth elemental command. He'll take that one.
While
Mostly
I'm-
because he thinks it's pretty, so he puts it on.
It's Rumberry.
While I am very bold, I am also very delicate. That scarab appeals to me.
Okay. Wetter. Oh, sorry. Tycelin.
Tykaline.
Tykalin.
Take
Tykaline.
me.
It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it right accidentally.
Um,
I don't know. I kind of look at Usul like, there anything here you want?
Well, I don't really use swords, so if it's all the same to you, I'll take this ring of spell turning.
Very well. I prefer using a battle axe, but I can wield the blade. It wouldn't be the first time.
Okay. Now for the basic loot boxes. These are less fantastic, but still quite interesting.
basic.
Basic.
so just so you know, as we're walking to wherever we're going, Kithri's just going to be pulling decks off or cards off the deck of many things.
Oh no.
So
yeah.
until
Oh, yeah.
someone stops her, so y'all
Just-
decide how many cards you're going to let her
For
pull.
clarification, like this is an item that requires attunement.
You
Is that
attune to
so?
it. I mentioned this just for sake of expedience in this game. They
Yeah.
attune instantly.
Okay,
Sweet.
that's nice.
The chest opens up. A rather. This one is plain wood. Like one of the sides is falling off, and it kind of just releases a little sound just in front of you. I feel this is going to be a game for you guys getting stuff.
Oh yeah.
But in it are 2 potions of healing,
Ooh.
a moon-touched short sword, and a shield of expressions. And also a hat of wizardry.
Nice.
When I see Kithri start to open the deck of many things,
Mhm.
I just shoot a hand out and say, "Dear friend, if perhaps you could wait to shuffle that deck. It is a wonderful thing, but there may be a time when we wish to use its magic." if you could just please wait.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask Sauce about rolling PvP in here in a second, but I want to wrap up giving out the items though.
Yep.
Yes, another a smaller chest appears before you, Kithri, with another. And in it is a potion of Storm Giant Strength. And I think that's where we are with care packages. We got another $10 care package for Kebu.
Nice.
Oh boy.
I know, right? It just doesn't stop.
It's the best kind of problem to have.
Which is
We're spoiled.
y'all just keep getting free stuff. And y'all in chat can get free stuff just by watching when we do our awesome draw. He said, looking at the camera. Yes, you get an uncommon care package with that one. So, let me just roll that. You get, winged boots, Kebu.
What?
Amazing.
Winged boots.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Especially, and I will say they get an extra hour of use if you pronounce it winged boots.
Winged boots.
Winged boots.
He was like, "Oh, these are cool," and he like puts them on.
They're your size.
Amazing.
Amazing.
He's like, everyone back home keeps getting boots, and I don't get boots. These are cool.
Everyone's flying around, having fun.
Now I need to look up winged boots.
White, it allows you to fly at your movement speed.
Oh, okay.
White Ninja Nurse redeemed a Table of Chaos roll for you.
Ooh, I love it.
Usul. So while
what
everyone's
do I have to
getting
roll
free
for that?
stuff, if you could roll me a D percentile.
Sure can. Let's see. That's it.
Like we're just gonna destroy this entire harbor before we even
It will just
like
become
are able
overloaded
to
with
get
gifts.
out of here.
That's
Yeah.
the number.
Chest piling on.
Thanks, nurse. 66 was my number.
Oh.
It's the number of the beast.
Order 66.
Right. Yeah, that's maybe the more appropriate reference.
Oh, okay. This isn't too bad. All of the water you're carrying on your person currently, and
Yep.
let's just say all the water in the harbor because I'm feeling mischievous,
Oh no.
turns into a hard brown liquor. You just see all
Hard
the fish.
brown ichor.
Liquor.
Oh, liquor.
Liquor?
The smell.
You just see
We're-
all these
the f-
fish
we're
slowly
just gonna
float
get-
to the top of the harbor.
Drunk on fumes. Like this is horrible.
Kebu is just, he sees that and he's like, "Oh, gross!" And he like takes out his water skin and he takes a drink. And he goes, "Ah, no!"
Oh dear.
I once
What the-
witnessed like
the-
2 bottles of rum dropping and shattering, and even the smell from that was like overpowering.
The little kobold kind of slinks by you, Kebu, kind of grasping your leg and saying, "Oh God, it smells really bad here. It
does.
It smells like
It does.
Dad when he came home from work."
Oh, Kebu is just like pats him on the head and he goes, "It's okay, buddy. You'll be okay."
It seems that you really could use our help here. Could you show us the way to the Viscountess?
Oh yeah, sure. That would be my pleasure. And the little kobold just starts scampering. His little tail is wagging as he goes through the city streets. And you can see the Violence Festival really took its toll. There are buildings that have been demolished. There are there are barbarians still kind of just reveling in what they've done. You see like 2 very strong men just being like, "Ah, you see that building? I tore it down." And as you kind of go through these this almost post-apocalyptic scene, you start winding up this pathway to this really kind of fantastic Gothic-style castle, far larger than it should be or could reasonably be under normal circumstances, but Faerun is just kind of renowned for its magic and the availability of it, so there's probably some woven into the bricks. As the little kobold kind of patters up to the door, you can see the kind of handles on the door have long ropes attached to them that dangle off so the kobold can open the door.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
And as he kind of pulls it open, he says, "Okay, I should probably introduce myself. I'm Mr. Smimbly Whiskers, and I work here in the castle. When you see the Viscountess, you're going to want to ask her a question, but she gets really mad at what it is. So, don't ask that question." And Mr. Smimbly Whiskers kind of just...
Don't ask that question. What question?
"Oh, well, you see, ever since the Viscountess took over this place by burning the last Viscountess alive, she gets a lot of accusations that I'm told are completely spurious, that she's a vampire. So don't ask her if she's a vampire, even if you really want to."
Very well. I
Okay.
can do that.
Duly noted. Well,
Rosby,
thank
I
you
think you're
for.
muted.
I'm not. I was just not saying anything.
Okay.
I was just saying.
You were
I was
getting
just
in
like
character.
teasing the audience a little bit.
Kabu's like duly noted. I will keep that in mind. Thank you for showing us the way.
Okay, good luck. Also, I love you. And
Oh,
Priscilla gives you a hug around the leg.
Oh, I love you too, small child.
Are you my dad?
No, I couldn't possibly be.
As we're going in, I reach into my bag and I produce a biscuit, which I offer to him.
Oh, he takes it.
Perhaps a snack for you for
His little
for
snoot
guiding us.
flops right down your hand.
oh.
Perhaps just the biscuit the hand I'll need to.
And he goes,
Slowly pull it out.
you're missing your like a ring off your hand. Okay, as you enter, you can kind of see this long grand hallway leading up to a solar, where there is this throne just kind of made of woven obsidian, like it was plucked out of a volcano. There are fountains of blood just kind of lining either side of this of this hallway.
Seems fine.
There is a creepy organ playing in the background. As you're walking, you see a wisp of smoke that may be a ghost, but you're not quite sure.
Kabu says, "Well, it's a good thing all this is a dream." As he's walking.
Tycaline go dip one of their fingers into one of the fountains of blood
Oh yeah, by all means.
and confirm it's blood.
Son of a bitch, it's blood.
How does an owl spit? Never
Uh,
mind. Let's not get into it.
Let's not ask those questions.
An owl pellet.
Little-
Like
Yeah, owl pellet I was about to say, but I didn't want to go there.
oh, I did. Don't
Thank
worry.
you.
I went there
Thank
for
you,
you, Winter.
Josephine.
The good news is it is
Science.
not whiskey, so that's so at least there's something to drink.
Kabu takes another long drink of his now whiskey water skin as he looks at all of this blood. And he just goes like, okay, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. It's gonna be fine.
So I'm picturing him taking a sip, forgetting that it's whiskey and spitting it out again.
No, he's already moved past that. He's just drinking liquor now.
And as you sort of approach, you start seeing these figures that are all wearing these dark cloaks, typical for probably a setting like this, and they're holding those kind of daggers that look like they've been left out in the sun, Chris's, and they're clutching them to their chests.
The little wigglies
Yeah, it's when you when you leave a
I
dagger.
have one
on
up there.
Oh,
on the dash, and it gets like this, you know,
Yeah.
like a vinyl record out in the sun. Just gets wobbly.
and they're sort of surrounding this throne where the Viscountess is seated, and she's about a solid 9 feet tall, kind of corded
Yeah.
with muscle that
Yeah,
you can't
of
really
course she
see
is.
underneath the blackened full plate she's wearing. She has a mane of curly red hair and a battle axe that is well used. and she is just sort of leaning in her chair
Yes.
casually. One hand on the
slouch,
axe.
the villainess slouch.
Slouched.
Yeah. Kebu is gonna take off his hat and kind of like give a little bow, and he says like, Lady Countess, we hear that you were in need of adventurers for a problem that you had, and so we're here for that purpose.
Rover, as you speak, you're cut off by the sound of a little tooting horn. And behind you is Mr. Smimbly Whiskers with his horn, just going.
Why?
Announcing brave heroes! And as you step forward, maybe because we got kind of caught up in the act of giving gifts, maybe describe what you look like just for the audience's sake.
Oh yeah.
And we'll start with we will start again. Actually, we'll start in reverse order. Rex, Rumberry, if you want to.
Sure. Rumberry is pretty short, even for a halfling. He dresses well. He wears a long dark green coat with a bit of embroidery at the tip of the right collar. It's a sign of his station. 5-button vest, long brown hair tied back in a ponytail. He is always remarkably clean and neat. No shoes, of course. And he carries 2 satchels, one smaller and one larger. And it seems you would have noticed by now that from time to time he reaches in and always seems to produce a bit of a snack or something to drink in a different glass. Seems to always be some sort of liquor.
I really appreciate with the green screen how it really did look like you were just pulling it out of the air.
It's brilliant. Also, what happened to the liquor when everything turned to liquor? Did
it turned
turn
into super liquor.
Super liquor. Okay, yeah. Nice.
Powerful stuff, my friend.
Drink.
Nice.
Just got various ones.
Tykaline. Did I get closer? Tykaline.
Tykaline, yeah.
Tykaline.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter pronunciation.
It matters to me, man.
Okay. They're like also pretty tall, not 9 foot, but they're like a very tall and buff owl folk. So they have wings as well as arms, and wearing full plate armor that looks like it was made of wood and then transmuted to metal. So it has all these like grains like the wood has. And they're carrying a big woodcutter's axe, a heavy crossbow, and a shield that looks like it was again made out of like a bramble. And then also transmuted to metal, so it all looks very natural. And they're
just donated $20. Sorry for the interruption.
Yeah, no problem. For $20, I'm gladly being interrupted for $20. Also, no, they're a paladin of the Ancient Oath, so they're kind of dedicated to growth and life and every aspect of that.
Considering you're in the presence of a vampire, this might. Or what you suppose might be a vampire. She might just be a vampire.
I'm not going to ask.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
ask. Don't ask.
Usul.
Yeah, so Usul is a turtle, about 5 feet tall. If you are familiar with a Western painted turtle, from my neck of the woods here in BC, they have black skin with yellow stripes on the head and red stripes on the rest of their skin, with like kind of a dark colored shell, a yellowish red front of the shell with a pattern of kind of red and black stripes. But yeah, if you look up a Western painted turtle, you'll see what I mean. Oh. And they don't wear any clothing at all because they're a turtle.
They're a turtle. Cool.
Cool.
Kithri.
Kithri is a small stature humanoid girl. She appears to be more or less human. Her skin is a kind of a pale shade of like a baby pink, but it's dusky with gray and kind of an odd mixture there. But she appears kind of a normal girl. She wears a simple shift, a purple shift, but she's got a bunch of like scarves and like bags and stuff kind of all over her. And she like constantly is pulling things out of pockets whenever she needs them. But that's when you're looking straight at her. As soon as she's in your peripheral, it seems like she's kind of colored outside of the lines and looks very unsettling.
Ooh.
So it's like something I drew. It just loses all sense of human anatomy.
Yeah, it's like it's very wrong. Something's very off. She's very unsettling. But we look at her again, she's completely normal.
That's the hex blood working its way
Yes,
in.
exactly. Those with a discerning eye would recognize her as a hex blood. It's very unsettling, just in general.
I am already unsettled.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Inspector Kebu.
Hey, so Kebu is a human ranger. He's about 45 years old, so he's middle-aged. He, as his title is, he is a detective. So he has like the big fedora hat and brown trench coat, and he carries like 2 short swords and a dagger, and he's got big sideburns and really messy, fluffy black hair that he doesn't really brush anymore.
I don't know if anybody's seen the pictures that he has drawn of Kebu.
Yeah, my Twitter's full of Kebu.
He has got
right
some
now,
serious hot dad energy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's he's a pretty strong guy, so he's very broad shouldered, and right now he's wearing fancy winged boots that he just got from lovely donation loot box people. So
I'm wondering how used to the boots he is. If he's
he's getting used to them. He's not trying to fly yet, but he's kind of like, oh, they look kind of neat. Right now he's wearing a cool ring, which is that elemental one. And right now he's kind of looks like a little confused because he's not really sure why he's here or how he got here. But he's kind of like, this might just be a dream. He doesn't really know what's going on, so he's just kind of like, oh, okay, So he's kind of looking at everything.
And as Mr. Smimbly Whiskers introduces you all, he kind of puffs up his little chest and says, "Introducing the Viscountess Annette Mordenue," and he kind of thrusts a hand in the direction of Annette Mordenue, the probably aptly named vampire Viscountess of Marcia Bay, who just sort of looks at you, and there's like a licking of the lips, as if she's appraising a bunch of steaks, and says, "So you're the adventurers I have summoned with my very inconsistent accent."
Yes, we are the adventurers. We heard that perhaps you needed something done.
Yes.
If the whiskey in the water is indication, it is a vast problem.
Oh, we plan to bottle that and sell it to the poor. But we have another problem. The Merchants Guild is asking for a, escort for one of their caravans. And she gestures to a gentleman. Very sharp features, kind of a hawkish nose, black hair that's kind of combed back. He looks like maybe early 20s at oldest. Edric Addington of the Merchants Guild. And Addington kind of steps forward and offers a small bow and says, "Hello, we will be traveling through the Mystery Mile, and given its rather unpredictable nature, I require an escort."
Well, I'd be happy to help any way I can.
And Mordenue kind of continues with that, a kind of a cruel smile forming on her lips, as if she's in on some joke the rest of you don't understand. And she says, "Of course you will be rewarded, say 500 gold each."
Ooh,
It is quite a handsome
That's a
reward.
lot of gold.
that is a lot.
Getting on in my years, but if an escort is what you need, I'm happy to help.
Please remember, it is a very dangerous mission.
Oh, no problem. I will be happy to be out of here.
And it shall make for a wonderful story for me to return to Zazaspo with. When do we begin?
Immediately. Though, she kind of smiles at that. When you come back, I must have you for dinner.
I see. Keibu goes, yes, yeah, I would love to share a meal with you.
Very tactful.
Sweating.
Rumberry just reaches in and into that same bag and pulls out a bit of garlic bread and says, "Sounds lovely." Eye contact while nomming it down.
The garlic bread.
There is a knowing smile she gives you, Rumberry.
We will be sharing a meal with her, but a meal is just the name of some guy.
O'Neill.
Yes.
Amazing.
Hey, this is Tom.
We're not even an hour in.
We're already at the vor segment of the game.
Oh, no!
I thought you said the divorce segment of the game where I just take half your stuff and kick you out.
Oh gosh, no.
That comes
Don't do
later.
that. We can work it out.
No, I don't know if the divorce section is better than the divorce section, or...
Depends on where you're standing.
Yeah, exactly.
And Mordenu kind of claps her hand and says, "Eddington, Mr. Smindley Whiskers, show them to the cart." And Mr. Smindley Whiskers just kind of starts patting away. And he kind of pauses and looks at you, Tykaline, close, and says, "You didn't ask her that question, did you?"
No. I found that going through life asking too many questions is generally not the way to go. I prefer to just go straight for the answers.
Three has absolutely been biting her fist the whole time, trying not to ask this question. In the background, just oh my god, oh no, I just want to ask this question.
And
Keibu managed not to.
Keibu looks at Tykaline and is just like, that's definitely smart in a lot of cases. Too much information can get you in a lot of trouble. So, very wise.
As you're being escorted out of the Grand Hall, you just hear Mordenu say, "And now I will teach you all about the number 6. She says to the cloaked figures. Mr. Spindly Whiskers and Edric Addington kind of wander out to the Bailey outside of the manse. Amy F. just donated $50. Let's get some chaos rolls. Oh no!
Ooh, yeah.
That is so many chaos rolls. I think that's 3 chaos rolls.
Yes.
Chaos is my favorite.
Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Chaos.
That's a lot of chaos.
That is a lot of chaos.
Love it.
Thank
More
you, Amy,
chaos.
for your donation. As they lead you to this Bailey, Addington kind of throws it back and says, "These are the most treasured items in all of Faerun." And they are these kind of stuffed Doskins. And when he kind of hands you one, you can kind of feel that they've been filled with something like pellets. And he says, "These are my prized beanie weenies."
Do they have the tags on the ears?
They still have the tags on them.
Keibu has maybe a little bit of a suspicion that these might not be stuffed with beanies. Can I do an insight or something to see if I can feel if there's anything inside the one that he's given me?
Yeah, this is our first roll of the game. Go nuts.
Yay! Okay, insight. I'd like to point out that my inspector has an insight of -1.
Fitting.
So that's a natural 1 -1. That's a 0.
Wop. Off to a great start. First roll, 24 hours, 30
Love it.
sets.
The first roll is a 0 somehow.
Yeah, it is.
As you
Keibu
kind of
delivers.
squish it. You're not entirely sure if it is filled with beans or pellets, or if these might actually just be shrunken dogs. You're not entirely sure.
With a 0.
I'm somehow more suspicious, and I give it back to him. And I give him the eye.
And as you give him the eye, I need you to roll me a D percentile as we get these Table of
D
Chaos rolls.
percentile.
Yeah.
That is the D10, the D10 and a D10 or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and beforehand you pick one to be the
2, 6, so 26.
26. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No?
Oh, good.
A ring of invisibility mysteriously appears in your pocket.
Oh.
Ooh.
Can
What's
I
it?
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
He goes, oh, cool, another ring, and he puts it on.
As you read it on there, there's a bunch of like elvish script.
Yeah.
Yes, why not? Why shouldn't you have it?
And as you put it on, you vanish.
Do I know I vanished?
Oh, you're just invisible.
Cable. Cable, where have you gone?
What? I'm standing right here. It's...
We
You
cannot
appear
see
to have gone
you.
invisible.
He takes the ring off.
You become
Oh, there
invisible
you are.
again.
Oh goodness.
Hey, he goes, oh, that's a neat trick. Well, I better not put it on then. And he puts it back in his pocket.
And Addington doesn't seem that perplexed by you mysteriously vanishing. In fact, he just kind of straightens up and says, "That's been happening a lot recently. Ever since the
People going invisible?
people going invisible, people vanishing. That's part of why I requested an escort.
You don't want to accidentally turn invisible. I see. Okay.
I have made a career of establishing myself in this community, and I think my disappearance would be a detriment to it.
Yeah, but think of all the shenanigans you get up to if you're invisible. He's still stuck on the invisibility thing.
But who would want to buy beanie weenies from an invisible person?
I guess that's true.
I would.
For some people, it'd be a value add.
Yeah.
That's true.
Bought this
That's
from-
true.
A bot from
That's a good point,
Ghost.
Kithri.
Yeah, absolutely.
What will happen next? They'll be ordering things from some catalog instead of from a merchant. Might as well be invisible.
You could use your invisibility to take one of the beanie weenies, put it in their pocket, and then take out the appropriate amount of money.
Just
You
do
know,
an
kind of like a
automatic
surprise sale.
A recurring payment.
And Addington just kind of looks to Mr. Spimbley Whiskers and says, "Are these the best adventurers you could find?" Mr. Spimbley Whiskers shakes his head.
David
We
takes
were
the
the
ring and he's like
first-
putting it on and
the
off. And
first
he's like,
adventurers he
"Ooh."
could
Every time you vanish, it makes a little sound.
Yeah. He's like, oh, this is kind of cool, actually. This is a neat dream.
This might be cool, but I looked up the stats for the blade I got, and it allows me to cast Wish.
Oh.
What?
We'll see what
Wow.
happens.
You get like 1d4 charges of wish.
Yeah, it's in 1d4 minus
Amazing.
1, and I rolled a 2, so I have 1 charge.
All right. but
Amazing.
Make sure you make it count.
I will.
Yeah.
And Addington kind of slaps the back of his cart and says, "All right, which one of you is going to be pulling this?" Nah, no, I got you. There's horses.
KB was just about to say, yeah, sure.
Kithri looks at her like 80-pound self and is like, ah.
And
Are we riding on the cart, or do we ride horses, or are we walking?
I'm sure the Viscountess will provide any horses if any of you want to ride alongside.
Horses.
And
Sorry.
immediately as you ask for a horse, this kind of skeleton comes riding out of one of the stables. It is the skeleton of a horse. It is on fire. And as it kind of stops right in front of you, Kebu kind of whinnies and then comes to a stop.
KB's a little hesitant, but he gets on the horse.
Dis-
Tries to get on the horse.
Despite it being on fire, it does not burn your pants.
Okay.
You feel like it might be doing irreparable damage to your soul, but your pants are fine.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. As long as the pants are fine, it's fine. He gets on the horse.
That's just this plane's soul. You got plenty
Yeah.
of others.
Yeah. Yeah,
assume,
as
like,
far
the
as he's
little big
concerned,
horse.
this is a crazy dream. So he's like, cool, may as well embrace it, and he gets on the horse.
And Addington just kind of shudders at the horse and says, "Does anybody else want one?"
Yes.
I don't think I would fit on a horse. I'll just walk. It's fine.
Yes, Rumbear?
I would like a horse.
Okay. And Tykeline,
I will walk. Thank you very much.
you're welcome to ride in the cart.
No, I prefer walking.
Okay. And as he kind of snaps his fingers, and out comes this kind of giant basilisk lizard with blackened scales. And it comes kind of scampering to a stop right in front of you, right in front of you, Kithri, and kind of shoots out its tongue, just kind of.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very sad.
She could not be more pleased. Clambers on up. Is like immediately cooing at it and making noises at it
Oh yeah, no,
and scritching its scales. It doesn't make any sense.
It's as you pet its frills, it's kind of like leaning into it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And Rumberry, as you're kind of a shorter stature, maybe you wouldn't be comfortable atop a horse. So instead, a tiny little baby pony unicorn comes gallantly riding out before a guard on one of the parapets shoots it. And it just kind of stops right in front of you. And you hear one of the guards say, "We're going to be eating unicorn tonight."
No.
Oh my god.
That was a bit uncalled for.
And
Yeah.
the unicorn will like weakly get up and start like
Gosh.
living to you.
I feel like a unicorn.
I'm gonna cast Cure
Please
Wounds
help me.
on. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on this unicorn.
Okay, by all means.
6 points.
Oh, thank you, sir. I feel so much better.
Unicorn can talk.
It can.
Let
Nice.
us get away from this place and these horrid men.
That sounds good. My name is Mystery Mane.
Mystery Main, I am Rumberry Whiskey Cakes. We seek adventure, and you shall help us. Let us away.
Let us away. And Mystery Mane kind of kicks you onto its back.
Rumberry just in the air.
You're
flips.
You're
Couple
backwards
flips.
on the horse.
On the horse.
As you kind of go forth, Kithria astride your giant lizard, Kebu atop your infernal horse, Rumberry astride a pony or a unicorn. Tyselin, you're just walking, or Tyseline, you're just kind of walking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe flying sometimes.
You're like just sprinting to keep up.
Well, I mean, if it's like a trade caravan, it can't go that fast, right?
Yeah, true.
And Addington will look at you and say, "Hey, why don't we see how fast we can go?"
I mean, I can fly and like sprint. It's fine.
And as you finally exit the town, you start going down this very well-worn trade route. Every now and then it will go from like just a dirt trail to like cobblestones, before eventually you stop at what looks like this kind of glistening, almost like stained glass barrier that you can see through, and the other side looks like it's just normal, like it's a continuation of the road, and the forests are kind of on either side. But Addington comes to a stop and says, "Have any of you experienced the Mystery Mile before?"
No, we just
No?
got here.
Nope.
It may be a little disorienting.
It's all good. Disorientating is
great.
what I do.
Yeah. It's not that much different from how I normally experience the world, so
I just watched an entire harbor turn into whiskey talk to a not vampire lady with blood everywhere, and now I'm on top of a skeleton horse that's on fire. I think I'm good. I'm good to go.
Very well then, because once we go through this barrier, there might not be a turning back.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll wake
Yeah.
up sometime. It's just like mushes forward.
And as Addington kind of leads you into across the aperture, as you kind of go through it, you kind of hear a cracking sound, like glass being kind of shattered slowly, or like ice being stepped on.
Yeah.
And as this cracking sound kind of grows louder, the color in the area starts to kind of fade away, until there's finally that snapping point, and all of you are falling. And as you're falling down, just objects are whizzing by, melting clocks, random mathematical equations, pictures of your childhood, and you're just kind of spiraling down.
I don't think we're in Marshall Bay anymore.
Seems to be some sort of zone of twilight.
Yeah, you just see a really creepy door go by. And as you're falling down, there seems to be a bright light at the end of this kind of infinite pit. And it gets brighter and brighter until your vision just kind of gets whited out. And you feel a hard surface. You feel yourself getting purchase on something. Whether or not you've nailed the landing, I'll leave up to either you or to an acrobatics check if you want to make one.
Well, I can use, when I'm falling, I can use my reaction to make a dexterity saving throw to stop falling and fly in place until the start of my next turn, which is an owl folk thing I can do.
When you're falling through through this kind of tunnel, it's not really possible to stop.
Okay.
But when your vision kind of finally whites out, you can make that and just kind of flop to a stop.
Hover instead.
Yeah.
I can make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw apparently.
Yeah, by all means, if you want to.
16.
Nice. You nail the landing.
Just like a very powerful flapping of my wings.
He was gonna activate his boots, maybe right before he gets down to the ground.
I was gonna say, because you did roll a check, and we still have 2 more rolls on the table of chaos. If you could roll a D percentile.
A deep
Weather.
Frislin?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
D percentile for 50. Hang on, 6.
56. That is the worst one.
Of course it is.
Okay. Let me just double check something.
That's
a
never
good
a
sign.
thing you want to hear from your DM.
Okay. For the next 30 minutes of real lifetime, just because I needed a hard number on that.
So that's like until the break.
Yes.
Yes.
Until
Yes.
the break, you think you're Santa Claus.
Oh no!
Yes. Bless.
I think I'm. Oh, Taika Lane thinks they're Santa Claus.
Yes. Owl folk Santa Claus.
Given gifts.
Works.
Santa talons, as it were.
Hey. Welcome to the Table of Chaos. There is probably some moments of confusion as your senses return to you. And all you hear is like the splash of water on the side of something wooden. And as your vision kind of returns, you are on the deck of a ship. A rather large ship. Larger than any... Not like the super tanker, the Constant Taken. It is a wooden ship. It is a galleon. And as you're approached, you hear a step, and then a step, and a dwarf with a peg leg kind of approaches you and says, "Looks like we have some castaways."
Yes. Kebu lies.
Where's the merchant's caravan in all
Yeah.
this?
Usul, as you look up, you see it is falling down. It is in the air, falling towards you.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the caravan appears to be falling on us.
Kebu's gonna run away so he doesn't get crushed by this caravan.
Yeah, by all means, dexterity checks all around if you want to.
Do we have any reason to think that anyone on that caravan can like save themselves with magic or?
The only
with
person
anything
on
else?
that caravan is Addington, and he has not displayed any kind of martial or magical aptitudes.
Okay. I'm kind of looking at my spells to see if there's anything that might help in this situation. I don't think so. Unless ensnaring strike might work. Like entangle the card in vines while it is falling. I don't know if that would help or
You know
like
what? That
harm.
sounds cool, so give it a try.
Well, basically, I'd have to hit it with a weapon first.
Yep, by all means. If you can hit it with a
can
weapon
fly up.
first.
I can fly up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am gonna hang on. So the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack, so I'm gonna make a weapon attack.
Okay.
With my
Describe
Stab
this
the
to
side.
me. And make it as Christmassy as possible.
yeah.
Christmassy.
Uh,
That's right.
I. Tykaline just shouts, "Oh no! The toys, they're falling!" And will just shoot up, like holding the sword of the lug blade they just got,
Mhm.
and try and stab the cart and entangle it in vines so it at least, like maybe it grows like a shell of vines around it, so it
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of bounces.
I'm picturing like as you're kind of flying up, maybe there's a little trail of vines going down to the deck of the ship, and it kind of well, if you hit, who knows?
Well, remember how the first roll was a 1?
Is the second roll also a
The
one?
second roll is also a 1. But I think, hang on, as a cleric, I do have an extra attack, so I can attack twice in a turn. So I am gonna attack it again. That's because I get +7 and then an additional +1 from the sword, so that's a dirty 20.
That is a solid hit. Your first hit kind of just goes wide. Maybe the tip of the blade is just kind of dragging across the side of the cart, and you just hear Addington go, "Ah!"
It is restrained by magical vines.
Yeah, as your second attack hits, those vines that were kind of trailing behind you, like almost like a jet stream or a plume of smoke, just kind of ensconce the cart. It's upside down, so it still spills its contents of beanie weenies.
Oh no.
And you hear the pirates of the ship go, "Beanie weenies falling from the sky! Our prayers have been answered!" As they all start running on deck and pocketing them.
Are all the vines like
those are
mistletoe?
not. Those are the mistletoe.
Yeah.
Thank you, Santa! I didn't know Santa was an owl folk.
Kebu's a little like stunned, but he still is trying to dive out of the way of the falling.
Well, I imagine
Stuff,
it would still
but-
hurt a lot.
Yeah.
If a vine-tangled cart falls on you.
Well, the vine-tangled cart is currently in the air. It is held
Oh, yeah.
in place as if there is a tree that is sprouting carts.
Kebu goes like, well, they're being delivered somewhere, but you are pirates, so I mean, this is what you do. He's kind of trying to say like you can't take those, but he realizes he's talking to pirates. So.
And the
Like
cat-
so. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead, Catherine.
Oh, just that all the other like everything else that was falling, any of our like horses or whatever are.
Yes.
Are they good?
No.
Oh.
The lizard
okay.
splats on the deck of the ship.
Oh well, I would. Okay.
The flaming horse goes into the water, and all you hear is like a little psst as the flames are put out.
Oh.
Is
What
the
happened
water
to my
here
unicorn?
also whiskey?
The water here is water, thankfully. And Rumberry, when you look over, the unicorn's already on a spit.
Work fast.
How dare you?
Oh no.
And the dwarf captain kind of peg legs over to you, and Rumberry, and gives you a slap on the shoulder and says, "Hey, don't worry, me boy. There'll be plenty to eat soon. We're going to Horrible Monster Island. We're going to capture
Horrible Monster Island.
We're going to capture ourselves a giant monkey, and then we'll all have mouth-watering monkey to eat."
Ah, I see. This is quite a development that has happened just now. He was a little like stunned. He's just like, "Oh, this is crazy. This is a little more than what he thought."
That's kind of what Deggy probably thinks too. It's like, I didn't
Yeah, a
sign
little
up
bit.
for
Yeah.
this.
Oh, there is one thing that I can do, because I always do it as a joke in our home campaign. I'm gonna ping off my detect portal just to see if there's a portal up there or whatever. So I detect the distance and direction of the nearest planar portal within 1 mile of me.
You sense off in the distance, not above you, but kind of to the northwest. You get the senses of a portal.
Is this Monster Island? He asked the pirate Peg-leg dwarf captain.
Yeah,
guy.
my name is Saltbeard. Saltbeard the pirate.
Yes, Saltbeard. A pleasure to meet you. I am Inspector Robert Kabu. Is this Monster Island to the northwest of here?
Why, that's the exact direction. What are the odds?
Okay. Yeah, I would love to go to your Monster Island. Let's head over that way.
And Saltbeard kind of like, we could always use more crew. Our last one was eaten by a giant monkey.
Probably happens a lot.
There's just a single tear.
I'm sure he fought valiantly.
No, it was a slaughter.
I see.
Everyone just died in their sleep.
That's unfortunate. Do you want a drink? And he hands him the water skin with the whiskey in it. You need a drink?
Takes it just down.
This monkey sounds very, very, very naughty.
Truly it is, Santa.
Well, I mean, I think I'm Santa. I don't think everyone else just thinks I'm being a weirdo.
And he says, yes, perhaps it's not wise to go on another monkey hunt so soon after the last crew was all horribly eaten. But you know what they say. When giant monkeys eat one crew, another opportunity presents itself.
For another giant monkey.
Yeah,
when life gives
that
you
makes
monkeys,
a lot of sense.
Make monkey-nade.
That's good. And we're going to make so much monkey-nade. And the captain just kind of hobbles off towards the wheel and saying, what's the odds that it could happen again? 5th time's the charm.
Okay. Kabu's gonna offer to help in any way he can, scrub the deck or whatever. He's like, anything you need, I'll help. Put in my part.
Kaibu, you are tasked with scrubbing all of the lizard off of the deck.
All of the lizard. Okay. He's like, you know what? He's like, you know what? After the year I've had, I am not fazed by gore at all, and he's just scrubbing away.
I'm going to search the ship for coals.
Oh, you find so much coal.
Yeah, I fill a bag with coal.
Also, when you open your bag, you see that it is full of presents too.
Oh, that is nice.
And when you open it up, it's just.
Is it more beanie weenies?
Maybe.
Are the presents just more beanie weenies?
They're just wrapped.
No.
They've got a bow on each one.
Did the merchant survive the fall?
Edric Addington did survive the fall. He is alive. He is confused.
Tangled in some
That's
vines.
Fair. He has made his way down the vines carefully, and he says to Rumberry and Kithri, and Usul, since you three are currently not engaged in manual labor or coal theft, and he says, "I haven't been entirely honest with you. I'm not a member of the Merchants Guild.
Oh dear.
I am a member of the cabal of mysterious benefactors, Comb. And we are tasked with investigating these sorts of unusual events. I believe it may have something to do with what happened in Waterdeep 1 year ago.
And so you investigate these events, find out the facts, and maybe perhaps conceal them from the public?
Yes, there are items that are just too dangerous in the wrong hands
So
to
it's
exist.
a comb over, is what I'm understanding.
Exactly.
That is exactly our term for it. But he says, a year ago, an item known as the Mercy Crown committed havoc in Waterdeep. It was part of a collection of items taken from the Tomb of the Lost Gods. The Comb was able to secure the other items from the Tomb of the Lost God, with the exception of an item known as the Mercy Mantle. It was lost during the destruction of a large portion of Waterdeep called the Broken Glass District. I believe the Mercy Mantle may have something to do with this, and he kind of gestures this lessening of reality.
Well, this does seem like something that should be resolved. Are we to head to this monster island?
If did Kebu share that he sensed a portal, or was that?
No, he didn't share it. He's kind of he's a little new to magic stuff. At least level 6, he's kind of like, I guess I can do magic now. So he's just kind of his detect portal is sort of like a radar ping. It just goes off every now and again, and he's just like, I feel like I need to go that way. And so so he's just like, cool, we're going that way. I'll help. Whatever.
I got momentarily distracted by a cat.
Yeah.
on the
Cat,
screen.
go
I was like, oh, Ming Ming.
Yeah,
Ming Ming.
she's here.
And Addington will nod his head and say, unless any of you have a better idea, I don't know if we can take the ship. I don't know if anyone here knows how to sail a ship. But going to Horrible Monster Island may be our best bet right now.
I've
it
always
seems like-
wanted to see some horrible monsters.
I mean, how bad could it possibly be?
I can use my magic to make this ship fly, no problem. And I will start doing magic to make the ship fly. It doesn't work because I'm not Santa.
You know what? No, I'm going to say roll again on the table of chaos, Wouter.
Okay, see if I'm actually Santa.
Well, maybe something fun will
If
happen.
this is a Santa
Roll.
Claus situation. 91.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
a little high.
High roll.
Big money. That is the magic item table. Let's go to 91. Okay. Every creature within 10 feet of you is compelled to flee.
Oh my gosh.
How long?
Just for a turn, so
Like
for 6
A
seconds.
turn. Oh gosh.
6
Just, like,
seconds.
use your dash speed. Oh gosh, is the ship 60 feet long?
It is a fairly long ship.
The ship flying magic involves hacking up owl pellets.
Kabu just like starts like scrubbing, but he's like holding the scrub and he's like backing up to as far as he can for 6 seconds.
As you kind of start waving your hands around, you just hear the sound of sleigh bells jingling. Oh, hey, Busaurus, thanks for the subscription with Twitch Prime. You hear those sleigh bells jingling, and all of the pirates just start saying,
Listening.
the pirates just say, oh no, he really is Santa! Everyone get out of here!
Oh, so naughty.
And the pirates start, one by one, jumping off of the ship and swimming in the opposite direction, with the exception of
I hope
Silverbeard.
this
who's like, "No, you cowards! We have to stay here. You have to get killed by that giant monkey. Where are you going?"
I hope
We
this
need
horrible
red shirts.
monster-
Lots of them.
I hope this horrible monster island doesn't include sea monsters. It would be most unfortunate for the sailors overboard.
As you say that, you just see a bunch of tentacles kind of sprout out from the water and start pulling sailors down.
Kebu just like scrubs the deck harder. Just gotta
Just
get
like,
it clean.
isn't it their like safe place?
Nope,
like,
nope,
it's fine,
nope,
it's
it's
fine,
not-
it's
it's not
fine, it's
there.
fine.
You
I have a
say,
task to do, and it's this, and I'm just gonna do
Rumberry.
it.
Rumberry pulls out a teacup and just sees this and just takes a long, slow sip. Says, "Pity about my unicorn."
you were gonna help them, but they ate your unicorns, and now you're bitter.
Yeah.
As the last of the sailors is kind of plucked from underwater, the captain says, well, good news is most of them weren't really that useful. Modern galleons just sort of sail themselves.
That's
It's not a fact.
It must be. I'm
Convenient.
I'm obviously a very, very trained and studied sailor.
Yeah. Kithr's willing to believe it. She doesn't know anything about sailing. She's like, no, that's cool.
And as the ship kind of,
Sounds legit.
he has a peg leg. He seems
Yeah.
repeatable.
Of course.
peg leg. You can't trust a guy with a peg leg. That's
Yeah.
fine.
If you can't trust a pirate with a peg leg, who can you trust?
Ooh.
And as you're sailing, you start seeing Horrible Monster Island. If any of you had looked at the map, you can see it is kind of shaped like a crocodile head, chomping down on a skull. And as it kind of appears on the horizon, you see there are these large... It looks almost like a statue at first. Statues of things that are vaguely humanoid in proportion and anatomy. But as you sail closer, you see they are these kind of... There are hundreds of them lined along the shore, these rusted and dilapidated kind of metal creatures that look like giant suits of armor. Just each one maybe 60 to 120 feet tall. Just kind of all looking like they have washed to shore here.
Interesting.
This is
Do they have any
horrible.
Do they look like they have any specific markings on their armor and stuff? I don't know.
You know, they have various runes kind of etched into them. But it looks like they were there. It looks, some of them look like they are frozen in place almost. Some mid-stride, some as if they were grappling something larger than them before just sort of shutting down.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, interesting. Do the runes look like they're, I don't know, elven in origin, dwarven, infernal, that kind of stuff?
Make me an Arcana check.
Arcana check. Oh boy, he's actually not bad at that. It's a 9 plus 2, 11.
You can't pin down the exact language.
As a lore bard, I'd like to make an Arcana check too, if I can, or history.
By all means.
Stands at the deck, just like looking at him. Like,
That's a 15.
Okay. You haven't seen anything like this in Faerun. You have heard tales of things smaller in size from off-plane in places like Eberron. But you would imagine these are some kind of vehicle.
These appear to be some kind of vehicle from another plane.
ooh,
I
another
wonder
plane.
if they're still operable.
And
Perhaps
Yeah.
And
Find somebody drift compatible to
Drift compatible.
pilot these.
and Saltbeard kind of drops anchor, not too far away from from shore, and says, "Well, I'm going to go catch me a giant monkey to eat. You're
By
welcome
yourself?
well, unless you want to join me. Do you want to join me?"
Well, I have other things I kind of want to look at. Maybe I don't know. I didn't really sign up for a giant monkey, but I mean, this is all really not anything that, you know what? Yeah, fine. I'm coming with you. He's just like.
I can't quite remember why I'm here, but now I have a sudden urge to just deliver this bag of coal to the naughty monkey, so I will join you.
Do you want to catch a monkey? It doesn't have to be a monkey.
I hear that that there's nothing more fun than catching a barrel full of these. So, I mean, what could be better?
Yes, let's go see about this giant monkey. I am still curious though if these large machines run. So perhaps we could take a quick look there. It might make traversing this island
true.
safer.
Okay.
Yeah.
True.
If we're gonna go try to capture a giant monkey, it might be helpful to have some giant suits of armor.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Yes,
Oh.
I agree.
So, are you going to shore, or are you going to try to paddle one of the rowboats closer to one of these suits of armor?
Are they like in the water?
Yes,
Still?
most of them are on the beach.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, Kebu's gonna he's gonna also be like, yeah, I agree. We should maybe look at these things, see if we can have them help a bit. I mean, hey, your crew all just jumped off the boat and then got eaten by Cthulhu. So let's so let's see if we can get all the help we can get.
He says, don't worry, I took life insurance policies on all of them. I'm now exorbitantly wealthy.
Kebu's just like, he goes to say that he like disagrees with that, and then he goes, you know what? Whatever. Let's just go. And he's like, okay, gets in the boat.
Yeah, aboard the landing craft.
Landing craft, yeah.
Tycaline will glance back at where all the sailors got eaten and will just kind of fly a safe distance above the water.
As you look down in the water, you see that there are just there is something massive in shape, just kind of swirling beneath the water.
Mm-hmm.
Row the boat.
Rowing faster. As you eventually approach one of these suits, it is this kind of dusky, darkened steel, covered in rust just from years of being exposed to the sea air. But there's a small ladder kind of going up the one leg and then all the way to the back. You're not sure how safe it is, as one of the rungs kind of breaks off in your hand, Kebu.
I'm pretty.
Wait, sorry, go ahead. No, you.
Oh, just that I'm pretty small, and so if it's going to hold any of us, I guess Tycaline could maybe fly, but
I can.
I might be able to get up there.
Well,
Oh, and Kebu, you have
fly.
winged boots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kebu does, but he keeps forgetting he has them because he's not used to this. So he's gonna try to climb first because they can save him later. So
I imagine every now and then, like, he'll just fall, but he won't notice because the boots maybe like act
the boots
instinctively.
keep like doing it.
Yeah.
His thing is casting spells accidentally. So I mean,
As you kind of climb up this thing, Saltbeard says, "I don't trust these things. They look incredibly dangerous. It could be filled with giant apes. You never know. They're crafty."
Well, then we'd be done. Easy
yeah, you
peasy.
said you want a giant monkey.
No,
So
you'll fight a giant
any-
monkey on your terms.
Well, we'll clear it out for you and then tell you when it's safe.
All right, good luck. We're all counting on you.
By all, you mean just you. Okay. Sorry. Climbs faster.
There is a sealed door, kind of manhole style with the giant, locking mechanism.
Mhm.
Yes, the big roundy.
If you want to make a strength check.
Kabu will make a strength check because that's one of his stats he's better at. He's gonna reef on this thing as hard as he can, just to check, just to check. Okay, 14 plus 2, that's a number.
16.
16. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't seem to go at first, but then there's this kind of grinding sound, and as you kind of pop it open, there's like this almost whoosh of dust and musty air, and you can see that there are 5 seats, each one with a skeleton in it, bleached white, covered in cobwebs.
These poor.
Perfect.
Well, they've been
Let's
here
hop
for a
in.
while. Perfect.
How
Perfect number.
convenient.
Kabu does a moment of hesitation because it's like, oh, these were people. He's gonna try.
Were past tense.
These were people. Yeah.
Former people,
is-
current skeletons.
He is gonna
Fine.
try and like move one out of the seat, but gently, as to not break it apart.
Oh, as you pick it up and set it down, the minute it touches the floor, it just explodes into dust.
Rumberry raises a glass to the brave souls who came before us. Now we shall succeed where they failed. Cheers.
Makes me feel much better. Thank you, Rumberry.
Tykaline, you no longer think you're Santa.
Okay.
You come to, your beard
Can I-
retracts into
can I
your
do-
face.
Can I do one last thing as Santa?
You know what? I will allow it. I'm pro
And
Santa.
I approach the giant construct, and okay. I'm gonna bullshit this basically. I say, I think I might have a present for you here, and I touch it with my sword, and so like the mending cantrip isn't very strong, but what if I used a wish spell to cast
Yes.
mending?
On the entire ship? Or on
To
the entire
just
suit?
to just like make the rust like disappear, like just mend the entire robot.
Oh yeah, there is this, as the magic comes-
Again, that's not how wish works, but
it's how it works today. There is
Love it.
a crackle
This
of-
is the mystery mile. We
Yeah,
don't know how
exactly.
anything works.
Nothing
whatever we
works in the
want.
mystery mile. There is this crackle of energy from your sword as it leaps onto the suit of armor. And then there's just the smell of vinegar and that kind of washes over the entire mecha. And there's this hum of magical energy
Ooh.
as lights start to pop back on, and the seat warmers get reactivated.
Yes.
The cup holders are fixed, and the mech kind of straightens up from its frozen position, coming to its full height of 120 feet.
Oh, sweet.
And each
Amazing.
one in front of little control sticks kind of appear out of each armrest on the on these reclinable, adjustable chairs.
Ooh.
Luxury.
Oh yeah.
Rumberry pulls out his cocktail shaker and puts it in the cup holder for the chair that he chooses.
Rumberry, as you put your shaker into one of the seats, a little booster chair appears. Just
He is a Power Ranger.
hell yeah.
Oh yes. Kabu's gonna tentatively take his seat now that he is like, whoa, it's moving, and he sits down, and he's like, oh, okay, this is actually pretty comfortable, and he kind of gets into it.
there's two
There are, like,
comfortable,
there are
you
two-
recline back.
There are two
Reclines,
chairs, right?
and it's like,
There.
There are
But
five
is there
chairs.
room? Oh, there are 5 chairs. Okay, okay, okay.
Nobody
Was
has to
gonna
sit in
ask.
anyone's lap.
Okay. Aw. But
You're not
can
Santa
we?
anymore.
But can we?
Can we?
You're just pretending to be Santa now.
Yeah, I liked it actually.
Next character's just gonna be Santa.
It's just gonna be Santa Claus. Yeah.
And you just hear from down below, are there any giant apes in there?
No apes in here.
Oh,
From this vantage point, can we see any giant apes on the island?
as you look on the island, it is mostly tropical trees. Coconut trees are like lining the shoreline, and you can see something that stands out. This kind of large concrete building, kind of in the center of the island now from this vantage point. And as you're kind of surveying the area, Usul, I need you to make a perception check.
Sure, I can do that. That's nice. 26.
Okay. With a 26, you spy something on the shore, just like the flicker of a shadow throughout the trees.
Okay, I shout down to Saltbeard.
I think I saw something over there.
And at this point, we'll say that I was sitting in a seat and that controls an arm, and the robot points.
Okay. Make me let's say an athletics check as you try to do
Good at that.
something mildly athletic with this giant robot.
14.
Okay. You don't get the finger to point in the direction you want, but the hand is there, and there is a thumbs up. And
Perfect.
Saltbeard says, "Oh, so it's all right then. I'll go to shore and see what it is." And
I mean, he did want to find a giant ape, so
Yeah, that's true.
we're
He's
giving
living
him
his
what
be-
he wants, really.
He's living his best life right now.
and as he approaches the shoreline, there is just a large hand that darts out, grabs the dwarf, and you just hear. And out of the wood, the trees, just comes this giant gorilla, massive in size, massive than a gorilla should be, and it starts doing some kind of sign language at you before just going like this.
Can I try and discern what the sign language was trying to say? Like, was it some kind of,
Oh yeah,
when you try to communicate with somebody with just gestures?
give me an insight check.
Ha!
Can
My
I also
insight
do
of
that?
-1. It's a
Uh,
6 -1, 5.
you have no idea what it's saying to you.
No idea.
You
Insight
think it's
too.
just like voguing.
Voking?
Kithra, you wanted to do an insight check as well?
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, by all means.
Okay. It's a 5. I'm going to use lucky. Ew. It's going to be a 7.
Oh, okay.
Just terrible.
Uh,
But oh well.
you suspect it is also trying to dance at you.
I got 15 on my insight.
With a 15, unlike the others where they're only kind of like, I have no idea what to do. Is it dancing? You can tell this thing actually is challenging you to a dance-off.
Oh my god.
If I understand this correctly, this creature wants to engage in some dance competition.
And I think that is a good place where we should take our break. Thank you for all the lovely donations. Thank you to all of you beautiful players. We will start the draw for our first prize pack.
Heyo.
Rex, if you need to scamper off,
I do.
by all
I
means.
also
now.
need to.
Yeah, oh yeah, by all, I can
Also gonna scamper.
I can do this part. We are doing our first giveaway. It is for Cards Against Humanity Family Edition, as well as a custom dice set. I believe that is the Unicorn dice set provided by Amy of the Void. So, y'all in chat, you can win this amazing stuff. Just type !gimme, and we will pick the winner at the end of the game. You can win fantastic stuff just by watching, right? I think that's cool. Yeah, we already got, I see the entries in there. I think you might have been a little early, Kryzakon. So if you aren't sure, if you put your gimme in before the bot prompted you, just put it in again. It'll still just be 1 entry per person automatically. But yeah, we will be back in 10-ish minutes. And I will see y'all on the flippity flop. Boop, 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 boop. I'm not muted anymore. And you're not muted anymore. And now they can see you. Who let you into my secret D&D game? Y'all kids in chat.
I broke in.
How did you get here?
Oh, hey, didn't see you there.
Kick down the door. I want to be here.
FBI, open up. Oh, wait, no, this is the Canadian game. RCMP, open up.
RCMP!
It's the mountains, eh? We are back with more shenanigans. When we last left the group, they had just reactivated a centuries-old mecha using a magical wish spell. They are now seated and ready to do dance battle with a giant ape.
Also, just a clarification, like Sauce, we had a little discussion during the break, and there will be no more shenanigans. This is now a completely serious, drama.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have really been taking this seriously crafted story and just making it into a farce.
No longer. This is completely serious.
No more.
From now on. Yeah.
Kebu, you get PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably already has it from Icewind Dale, to be honest.
Our robot picks up a skull and starts monologuing at the giant ape.
Yeah, Zack Snyder is taking over as DM.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, what the? Interdimensional skull. Yes, and have any of you ever done skill challenges before? They are like skill checks, but they are different and therefore more convoluted.
Fascinatingly familiar.
Yes, there will be. You will all take a different skill. It all has to be different.
Okay.
You will make a check, and you need a certain amount of successes.
Okay.
So there are 5 of you. Let's say you need 6 successes in total.
Okay.
You can make more than one check, obviously, over the course. So we'll go into a loose-fitting initiative of the order you are in my Zoom screen. So we'll start with Kaido and work our way down.
Okay.
We'll start with Rex Verity and work our way up. And just describe what you're doing and how it pertains to a dance-off. You can.
Okay.
You can, if you can cheese it. You can cheese it as much as you want. Be like, I'm using my perception skill to look at the ground to make sure that we don't lose our footing, or I'm using my nature check to do a dance inspired by the woods. We've got another donation by Anonymous. Sorry guys, no drama, only chaos.
Oh yeah.
Anonymous.
Give me that chaos.
Who has not rolled on the chaos table? Brosabine, have you? Or Rex?
I have not.
Okay, well,
I have not.
We will go with Brosabine this time, and then Rex, if we get another chaos roll, you get your D percentile ready.
It'll be 88.
Ooh.
The
Nice.
year of my birth.
Mine too.
Big same.
Nice.
You're all so young.
Like how 3 of us have the
I
exact
was
same
born
birth
in
year.
91.
Nice.
Oh, you're a
Nice.
baby. Oh
Not
no.
even 30 yet.
This might not. You are tormented by a discordant melody, which only you can hear.
Oh no.
That's not gonna help in a dance battle.
As you start, as the dance-off starts, you just start hearing Smash Mouth's All-Star. But it's that copy where it's like, it just goes to, and the years start coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming.
Is this a spell that I could counter?
I will let you make an Arcana check, because this isn't a spell, this is a Chaos table roll.
Right. So let's see. First one is a 12, but you know what? I'm gonna blow lucky again because
Why
it's
not?
a one shot.
As well.
Oh damn. So we're gonna do 12, and then I'm also gonna bend luck
Oh, you're
because
going all
wild
in.
magic,
A luck bender.
wild magic sorcerer. I All Star's not going to happen on my watch, okay? Also, I got all these fun things I have that I could do.
Yeah, just do it.
It'll be a 14 total.
Okay. All-Star
And two
finally
sorcery points.
stops.
Okay.
For a brief moment, and then it starts picking up with Careless Whisper by Wham. And even worse, everyone can hear it. The good news is you managed to avoid becoming deafened for the next hour.
Hey, there you go.
But everyone can hear Careless Whisper being just
Everyone?
everyone, even the monkey.
Oh,
It's
fun.
We say it's playing out of the loudspeaker from the robot.
Well, Kithri, while you're doing like the somatic components for this spell, as you're wiggling your fingers around and bending reality as is, you accidentally knock the loudspeaker on the mecha, causing Careless Whisper to start being played.
Classic. That is on brand for me.
Sauce, was I the one who was starting with the? Was I the first one in the turn order that you're gonna
Yes.
do?
You were.
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
I just want to check first before because I have an idea. So, can I, because I have it, cast Fog Cloud, but at level 2, so that I can increase it by 20 feet, so it becomes 40 feet, 40-foot radius sphere of fog, kind of at our feet, I guess.
Are you a smoke machine?
Nice.
Yeah, it's a smoke machine, basically, is what I'm doing. And then
it.
my skill check that I want to make is a stealth to kind of do like a I don't know, stealthy kind of thing, like coming out of the fog.
Like a little surprise. Like,
Yeah,
"Ah!"
yeah. So
It's
like
like the
crouch down
rising
and-
up out of the stage with the fog.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, sure. I will give you advantage on this roll because you have got you have got props.
I got props.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Advantage, stealth, roll, go. First one is a 16 plus 4. Second one is a 10, so we're not going to use that. So 16 plus 4. That's dirty 20, I believe.
That's a dirty 20. Yeah, that is
dirty
just
20.
a success.
All right.
As you start this dance battle off by kind of just appearing out of the fog.
Appearing.
As JD said in chat, emerging from a mist shroud.
Shroud.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
Which is appropriate that Kithri, you are up next. As you
Okay.
emerge from this mist shroud.
I'm pre-emerged from this misround. So can I use like spells and stuff to enhance our?
I encourage it.
Okay, yeah. So it's not just like a straight check. Oh yeah, you used Fog Cloud, of course.
Yeah.
No, only she
so
can do that.
Only-
Kebu is from like multiple planes at once somehow. So okay, so I am going to hopefully this will play. I would like to try to use Chromatic Orb
Oh.
to create like a disco
Yes.
scenario. And I would like to twin the spell so that we've got 2 on either side.
Will you have to roll on the wild magic table?
You will roll, well, you or I will roll a d20
Mhm.
to see if you
Some
roll on
wild
the wild
magic
magic table.
We had a wild magic sorcerer in our group for my regular nightly game, weekly game,
Mhm.
and we made the other players roll on the table or roll the dice. So like
The other players?
yeah. So like Whitefire would roll for it or Wouter would roll for it.
Yeah, so you would just then whoever would roll a d20, and if you roll a
Yeah.
1, I think it's a 1, then we roll
Yeah.
on the table.
Sounds good. Okay. Then describe to me these chromatic orbs.
Yeah, so they're small but mighty,
Mhm.
and we're gonna use I think fire because obviously Disco Inferno.
Pyrotechnics. Yes.
Well, and Disco Inferno, right?
Yes. Yes.
And then I think we could also do some lightning, so we get some like flashes. So
Oh,
one's
geez.
fire, one's lightning.
It's just all the elemental effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be. Yeah. Oh, there's so many to choose from.
Captain Planet appears.
Indeed, yeah, the power part is like what seals the final deal. And then so that's the like spell that I take, and then what I still do a skill check as well.
Yes, but with
Okay.
advantage.
Oh, thank you. So as these orbs rise, I want to channel my like intimidation, like my challenge look, like the
Oh yeah,
that kind of thing.
the entire robot is doing.
Yes, yeah, very much like leaning into this dance off. So first one is a 24.
Ooh.
And then nat 20, womp 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 womp
A
womp.
fine blonde to one and all.
From the 26 total to intimidate.
Nice. You can see the gorilla is taken aback at this display, and because you got a crit, that counts as 2 successes.
Ooh, look at that.
Nice.
They're already like halfway there.
Almost halfway there.
Did someone roll a d20 for the wild magic table?
Who wants to roll the d20?
I'll roll.
Who wants to be responsible for perhaps fireballing the entire
8.
team? Okay,
Okay.
you're good.
So we're good.
As the robot starts kind of appearing from this shroud, and as the lightning effects start happening, you just hear from the back door, it's Addington. He's like, are we doing something? I wasn't aware. I've been waiting in the boat. Why is there a giant monkey?
You're doing great, Eddington. Just stay there.
You're great. Just stay there, buddy. Stay there and
Yeah.
keep looking pretty. All right.
Closes the hatch. Usul,
That's me.
that's you.
Usul doesn't have any fancy spells like these others. So he is going to attempt his best breakdance using athletics.
Yes.
Yes. Do it.
Love it.
All right.
Intimidation. Breakdance.
I rolled a 9, which gives me 16.
Okay. The start of your breakdance, like you try to go into that thing where you're just kind of like spinning around and kicking your legs all over the place. It's the move I tried to do when I was like 13 and I wound up breaking an elbow. At first, it doesn't go off so well, just because you're going shoulder first into some sand, and it's not like a hard
Yeah,
surface.
where's our giant cardboard?
You throw down the cardboard.
Throw it. Breakdance.
But as you start gaining momentum, the robot, the mecha suit, seems to kind of it seems to understand what you're trying to accomplish, and all of you are buckled into your seats. And Addington is bouncing around like like it's a can of spray paint. But yes, you get a success.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Tycoline.
Doing good.
Okay, I was wondering what to do, but no, I know what to do. I'm going to cast Zone of Truth on the robot to make sure the robot's hips can't lie. And then I'll just make a performance check. Do I get advantage just
course.
because our hips can't lie?
You better get advantage for that.
Yes.
Okay.
I would feel bad.
Yes.
So that's hang on. I said I was doing performance, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it's a 13 and a dirty 20.
Okay, well, tell me what this looks like as this robot's hips start gyrating.
Yeah, I mean that's basically it. The robot's hip starts gyrating. Like I think the obvious reference is the classic Penny Arcade robot. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name of it.
The Fruit Friend.
Oh.
Friend.
It starts with fruit. Let's just leave it at
No,
that.
we determined that it is all right to swear as long as it's not
It's a
diminishing or
fruit
racist.
fucker. 2000.
Yeah.
2000
How dare you?
5000.
I'm kicking you in.
How dare.
Banned.
Got
Fruit friend.
bamboozled.
Yeah.
See, I'm again. We are flashing back to early 2000s. I'm going with Shakira here.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Right down to the music playing in the background.
Is this
Our hips
also
don't lie.
while Careless Whisper is playing?
Careless Whisper is
Yeah.
also.
Wait, is
It's
that,
a remix.
is that
It's a remix.
It works.
Mashup.
It works.
yeah? It's
Careless Hips.
careless hipster.
Sure.
But yeah, no, it looks somewhat amazing. Oh, Proserpine, thank you for gifting those subs.
That would deserved it. The hips don't lie. Definitely was like, gotta celebrate this somehow.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry, and also you're welcome.
Yes.
You don't need to be sorry for that. That was beautiful.
That is my
Everything I
comment.
wanted from this stream.
It was wonderful.
I got what I
Kids, we
wanted.
can
Bye,
die happy
everybody.
now. Bye.
Bye.
I got what I came for.
All right. Then a Rumberry. This is the make or break success or failure.
Make or break.
No pressure.
I think what I'm going to do is hit them with dissonant whispers.
Those aren't careless at all.
No, at third level. So we go from a love song to a diss track, as it were, along with some tremendous dance moves to go along with it, hopefully. So I would roll performance first, and then you roll the check, or
If you want to, roll for performance first, and then I will roll the check.
Okay.
I need to make a wisdom saving throw if memory serves.
yep, wisdom 13. So that is an 18 on the performance.
Well done. Tell me, what exactly does... I'm not going to make you sing or rap, but if you could give me a gist of what Rumberry is saying to this poor gorilla.
He is insulting this giant ape's grooming, the thinness of the scars on his knuckles from him not having to fight, the weakness of his muscles, the lack of virility that he has to continue his species, his weak heart, his tired eyes, his short fangs, and just to rhythm as he does this. I mean, just everything about him.
Engaging
toe
full
to
rap
head.
battle.
Yeah, no, you're not firing from the hip. You are firing from the lip.
Yes.
And that was a 15.
Okay.
So I think he takes the damage, but doesn't have to expediently escape.
Yeah, he takes 3d6, but it's he doesn't have to run away, but it's half the damage. But because I cast it on the third level, it is 5d6.
Okay, roll that up.
So that's 21 points of damage.
Okay, there. As the robot just starts spouting off all of these insults, the gorilla just kind of tries to weather it. It's holding up its hands. Whoop, and I'm popping out my earbud. But it is overwhelming, the force of this diss.
This diss.
And you can see that the skin is starting to peel away from the hands and from the face until there is naught but a gorilla skeleton just frozen in place, which immediately crumbles into a pile.
Amazing.
Wait, is there a peg-legged dwarf among those remains?
There is, well, I mean, it has been thoroughly chewed, but yes.
More gore, yes.
He died doing what he loved.
Yeah, getting eaten by a giant monkey.
My God, my
And
horoscope
full
was
circle
right.
to the Vor episode.
There we go, bringing it back.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
But yes, you are now in this mecha. You have successfully dance battled this poor, probably endangered species to death.
It's the last of its kind.
It was the last
I mean,
mask.
according to Rumberry, it didn't have very good virility anyway, so like it was bound to happen eventually.
It was one day from retirement.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Okay, how's Addington doing?
Addington, he looks kind of dizzy. He's like, "How did you even learn how to pilot this thing?"
I don't know, it just kind of came to me. It's
And he kind of puts himself into a little jump seat, just
Little
off to the
jump
side,
up to this.
sitting himself down. He's like, "Oh God, I think I have a concussion."
Okay, well, don't go to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think I'm going to
Kate was
be
like,
up
"Do
for
you
at least
want-"
24 hours.
Kebu offers him the wine skin now, or whiskey skin, I guess. He goes, "Do you need a little bit of
Oh,
this?"
thank you, water. This
Yeah,
will
there you go.
this will
Yes.
help.
He goes, "Well, it's not really water. It's magic whiskey of unknown origin, but you know, you gotta live." He just takes another long
Gotta
drink
live.
out of it.
you make do with what you have, right?
Yeah.
I found in these situations a nice port would do you well. And Rumberry kind of rummages in his bag and pulls out a glass of port and hands it to him.
There you go. Is that actually port, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Of
Very
course.
nice.
Are you asking like in character or
No,
asking
not in
Rex?
character, like
How's
IRL.
port
Is
on
that
you?
actually a glass of port?
Oh no, I'm
Oh.
drinking Gatorade and ginger ale. I would be destroyed by this point if I was
Oh,
actually
that
drinking
makes a lot, because I
alcohol
was
this
like,
entire game.
Just
man, Rex has a lot of constitution, like
Yes.
IRL. Okay.
Just by the end, Rex is like, "You don't know me."
all right. Well, wonder if we could find this weird portal to maybe get out of here.
And
Guess I
Usul
wouldn't
pipe
know
up.
how.
If are you saying that you're looking for this portal, or is that in your head?
Well, Keeper's gonna kind of be like, all right, well, apparently, we could probably get out of here if we like track down this portal. We're in a big walking machine, so we should be able
mean-
to traverse pretty far.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could also just get out of here using this giant robot.
I saw some sort of structure in the distance before that ape assaulted us with dance.
I'm pretty sure we
So-
assaulted him.
You are not wrong. We surely showed it our total power.
I'm gonna open the hatch of the robot and shout to Addington, "Get in the robot, Addington!"
Addington looks from the jump seat beside you.
Oh, he's already there. Wait, this. I somehow missed Addington getting in the robot. I'm very sorry.
That's fair.
It's all good.
And
Yes, there
Does
was-
Careless Whisper stop playing?
yes, as the dancing
Okay.
kind of subsided.
All right. This robot was
this-
equipped to dance.
There was a structure just over yonder. We should check that
Let's
out.
head that
Perhaps
way,
the portal will be there.
Keeper goes, yeah, let's try heading that way. And he sits back in his seat and he grabs both, I don't know, joysticks or whatever it is, and he just like pushes them forward.
The robot just kind of goes. And you are now face first in the water.
It didn't do what I thought it would. Darn this newfangled technology. I have to make a check to figure out if I can figure out how to work this thing.
Oh, make me an insight check.
Yes, my specialty. 18 minus 1, 17.
That's
Yes.
not bad.
Not bad. He gets it occasionally.
There is a flash of insight that you get that this machine is
that.
literally powered by the actual concept of friendship.
Yes.
And that an
I'm
act of
dead.
friendship will get it to obey your commands.
Oh, I'm dead. Amazing.
Act of friendship.
I dig into my pack and I notice it's still full of presents and toys. And I
Yes.
just start handing out toys to everyone.
Yay!
Oh, thank you.
Beanie
This
weenies
is delightful.
Weenie weenies.
there are unlicensed C-Team action figures. There is a warning on them though that they are made with lead paint.
Of course, of course.
Kithri removes one from her mouth.
It tasted really good though.
It's actually better than the licensed ones,
Oh, yeah.
which have mercury in them.
I tie one onto my great axe, like a little charm on a cell phone.
Oh, nice.
Kebu tucks a little dinar knockoff into his pocket because he's like, oh, Hannah will like that. It's his daughter. So
It looks like dinar, but like the color is wrong.
yeah.
You know, like those Bart Simpsons that have the purple shirt.
Yeah.
It's one of those situations.
Yeah.
Rumberry, your present is just filled with, like, the box is just filled with knives.
Excellent.
Just various sharpened knives.
No sheaths, just knives.
Oh, Satan
Just knives.
donated
Take the
$20.
knives out.
A box of loose knives.
Alyssa, if you're in chat, if you want that to be a care package for somebody, or if you want that to be a Table of Chaos roll, let us know. You know, it has been a hot minute before there has been some chaos.
Yep.
More
All right.
chaos.
At the act of this gift giving, Tygaline, the robot kind of picks itself up, and as it's about to do something, somebody redeemed a Table of Chaos roll.
Uh-huh.
So, Rex, if you could roll me a D percentile.
You got it.
I'm,
Hang on, I messed that up.
oh no.
But there we go. That is a 64.
Ah, nice. That is my favorite of the 60s. Okay.
Is it? Is it though?
Is it really?
Is it though?
For the next minute, you are able to speak with inanimate objects.
Ooh!
Talk to our mech. Ask it what its name is.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Ask
the
its
ultimate
name.
act of friendship.
I look at this magnificent device
Mhm.
that we find ourselves in, and I say, I know not who crafted you, I know not if they named you, but if you know any of your history, please tell it to me, that I might come to know you better. You fine piece of machinery. You masterwork. He continues on.
Hello. I was made by people who wanted to fight giant monsters and thought the most efficient way to do that was to build giant robots to punch them. They didn't last very long. It turns out it's a very cost-inefficient way to do it. But my name is Maximum Thunder Punch.
Maximum Thunder Punch is the name of this device, my friends. It has a mind, it has a spirit, and it has served us well this day. I am glad to call you friend. And I proceed to carry on like that, telling the names of the crew that we have here.
Oh yeah, so it's nice to meet you. And he kind of thrusts his own hand through his chest, smashing it open. There's this hand, probably an inch away from your face, this massive paw, and he takes your entire little hand in his one finger, and lifts you up off the ground, shakes you around before extricating himself from his own torso.
Fun. All right. Well, Maximum Thunder Punch, what say you? We go. Well, Kebu can't talk to the robot, but now he thinks he can, but he can't. But he says, "What say you? We head to that structure over there," and he points in the direction he thinks it is. He doesn't really know which way it is.
As Bradlin remarked in the chat, anyone can talk to inanimate objects.
That's true.
That is
That's true.
I was
That's
kind
true.
of tempted to have it be you just are talking at this thing and no one
He's
responds.
just talking at it. Yeah.
You can. It's possible.
Despite the fact that the machine doesn't understand your command, because of the act of friendship, it understands your heart. And the mech starts kind of charging through the woods, tearing a path. And this giant kind of Pachycephalosaurus appears and goes, "Brrr," and Maximum Thunder Punch just kind of punches it, causing it to explode.
Morgor.
Oh, and Hobgoblin
your namesake.
wanted another roll on the Table of Chaos. So,
Chaos.
who wants to roll?
I'll roll.
Roll them dice.
Roll them dice.
Roll them
Roll
master.
them dice, Daggy.
Thank you,
Roll
Hobgoblin.
them dice.
Daggy dice, Daggy dice. Gonna go roll some
Two.
Daggy dice.
2.
2.
I.
Okay, nice. There is a spray of colored light that explodes with no effect. But
When he punches the Packy.
there is just
Yes.
a rainbow that explodes
Punches the
out.
Pachycephalosaurus.
Like the Care Bear
Really is
beam
like an episode
right
of
out.
Power Rangers now.
Yeah. As you're moving forward, these rainbows just kind of shoot out from every direction.
Like every step, there's an explosion of color.
Of color and light, before you finally arrive at this kind of large circular structure. And Maximum Thunder Punch says to you, Rex, I don't know if I'll fit in there. You want me to try?
Maximum Thunder Punch, my friends, is unsure that he can fit within this narrow passage. Perhaps we should let our good friend rest and venture on foot from here.
Could he?
Time to depart.
Could he open up the roof so we could see inside, perhaps? Just remove the top.
Maximum Thunder Punch, would you be so kind as to raise the roof?
Again, a second time. Raise the roof a second time.
Yo, raise that roof.
Maximum Thunder Punch just nods his head, which none of you can see because you're inside his tummy. But he grabs the roof and just kind of peels it off like a can of soup.
Yes.
Inside, you see what looks like a laboratory. There is a large greenish portal in the middle of it, and there seems to be a cloaked figure. And can y'all give me perception checks? Please.
Aw,
and
yeah. You
I
know I
can.
can.
Ooh, I rolled an 18. That's gonna be 26.
nice.
A dirty
15.
20.
Y'all are a perceptive
14.
bunch. Except
Dirt.
for... Oh, go ahead,
Go
Rex.
ahead. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. And Inspector Kebu.
15.
Okay. Tykaline, you don't see this. Maybe you're a little distracted by the by a passing kaiju that is swatted out of the air, just backhanded. Maybe everyone should have been focusing on that because it was this large bat-like creature was just barreling straight down towards the mech before it just kind of slaps it and it goes Team Rocket style into the sky.
Yeah.
Bing.
That's gonna be a problem for the next party. So we can just
Yeah.
land in
Yep.
there.
Yep.
We smashed it into the next one shot.
Yep.
I will make a note of that. And the last team just gets crushed by this thing in the last 5 minutes.
Kaiju.
Immediately done.
Closes the arc, the story arc.
The rest of you can kind of make out that this cloaked figure, it is this kind of indigo color. Cloak is up, so you can't see whatever it is underneath, because he is mysterious like that. The cloak is kind of furry on the shoulders. It's some kind of dark animal fur. The rest of it is question marks that are almost floating around it. Swirling around and occasionally turning into exclamation points and interrobangs.
Ooh.
And you can see that he has just beside him a it looks like some sort of monster, a larger, shapeless almost mass of tentacles with little barbed hooks around a couple of eye stalks that are occasionally just kind of twisting over and looking at all of you. And you can see that this cloaked figure doesn't seem that concerned about your presence.
Hello.
Look at that ghastly thing.
We're still in maximum thunder punch, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. So should we go say
we
hello?
rappel
or
down?
Just stay in here.
I push the button for the loudspeaker and say,
Hello down there. Could you perhaps help us settle something? We're investigating strange goings on, and you seem mightily suspicious.
What are you up to?
Could you perhaps alleviate our concerns?
The voice is clearly modulated through some kind of ensorcelled means. And it just says, "Suspicious? What would give you that impression?"
I mean, your whole this.
Just
Just
everything about you.
It's just
and
vibes.
That creature.
Just vibes.
Just wait. Why are there 5 different voices coming from the same robot?
The power of friendship.
and as he says that, there's like a little gleam on the eye of the robot. and-
Power of friendship.
Rumberry, Maximum Thunder Punch says, "Do you want me to get punching? Because it's nearly time for my mandated break."
I think a punch may be in order.
Oh, okay, who am I punching?
The fellow there with the robes.
Oh yeah, and
Punch him.
Maximum Thunder Punch, like, and just unleashes a thunderous punch. Lightning is charging up as the fist goes down.
So that's where the name comes from.
Oh,
Ah.
I understand now.
It all makes sense. And this cloaked figure just kind of lifts up a single hand. This tiny little person-sized person, stopping the robot hand just in its place. And
Dastardly.
as he does so, the cloak, it kind of flares. The question marks kind of light up like spotlights as they swirl around. And Maximum Thunder Punch says to you, Rumberry, punching's not working, and that's kind of my thing.
I think we shall have to take it from here on a more personal level, but thank you for your assistance, good friend.
Oh, okay, my pleasure. And Maximum Thunder Punch sits down and pulls out a light novel. It's a romance novel. it's just,
All right.
He's reading it. It's giant-sized.
Well, he just pulls it right out of his, I don't know,
The
novel
hammer-
pouch.
Yeah,
From
from his
hammer
hammer
space.
space.
Out of hammer space. So Keibu kind of gets up and he says, "All right, I guess we have to get out of the robot now." and he's like, he's clearly on his break. I don't want to disturb him. He worked very hard. He worked very hard, and he pats like the wall, and he goes, "Did good, buddy," and he like leaves.
Yes, thank you, Max. And I will leave a good review on this exit survey that I see on the door.
Oh, it's entirely optional, but if you do finish it, you will get a $15 coupon at Giant Mecha Emporium.
I'll give you 5 stars. Thank you.
As you fill in the 5 stars, you realize it's actually out of 100.
Oh no!
No. Thunder Punch, no.
this will surely reflect poorly on him.
Thunder Punch, no.
As you all kind of step out, the cloaked figure you can't see his face, but you can tell he's kind of regarding you from beneath the hood. Just a couple of almost red coals are glowing beneath it. And he just says, "What? And why have you started punching? What have I done to any of you?"
Clearly, that was the robot.
Yeah, it's
it
out of our
acts-
control.
Were we on the loudspeaker when we told him to punch?
You may have been.
I mean, we probably were.
Probably
yeah.
were.
It's funnier.
Like
if we
he
were.
was like, no, that wasn't us.
That was someone else. Deception check.
Yeah.
19.
Ooh.
Oh, and the cloaked figure just sort of lets out a laugh and says, "There's no stopping the chaos. You may as well just enjoy it." And he steps through the portal.
Oh, okay.
As he steps through, the restraints on whatever monstrosity he had just kind of one by one.
Oh dear.
And we will need to do quick combat, so everyone roll initiative.
All right.
Combat quick.
15.
That quick.
0.
Okay.
Yeah, my
yeah.
initiative is literally 0.
I
in this
usually
case.
do this by writing the first letter of the player, but since we have 3 people with W,
What are the odds?
That's what we get for playing on the World Wide Web.
I think we have the majority of the Canadians are in this game.
Yeah.
This is the actual name my parents gave me, by the way. So I have an
22.
excuse.
You got, sorry, what'd you get?
22.
22.
22, not
That-
20.
That is much better than 2.
Yes.
Brosephine, Kit 3.
19.
19, good job. Okay. And okay.
Mecha spider.
Mecha spider. And monster.
Hang on. Would it be very confusing if I rolled my initiative again?
Why?
I have a luck blade, so that allows me to re-roll any check.
Given that this game has 7 minutes left
Yeah,
in it,
okay,
I'm
never
going
mind
to
then.
say let's keep going. But
Yeah,
Rumberry,
yeah,
you
sorry,
did get a
sorry.
legendary item. If you could roll. So let me just get that for you. Yes, sorry. Usually I would have been like, yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Rumberry, you got a wand of polymorph.
Nice.
Okay.
Convenient.
That's very convenient.
Awesome. Thank you, Mecha Spider.
Yeah, thank you, Mecha Spider, for that lovely donation. So we will start off with Rumberry.
Okay. Well, poof. I have a wand of polymorph. I don't know what that does. I'm going to look it up real quick.
It's pretty dope. You're gonna have fun.
Is it like the
6 minutes.
Wabbajack?
The what?
The Wabbajack from
From Skyrim, maybe.
Skyrim and Oblivion?
I don't know.
7 charges. You can use an action to expend one of its charges to cast polymorph. DC's 15.
Well,
just get to
that's
choose
what
the
I'm going to do
polymorph
on
into,
this.
right?
That's what I'm going to do on this thing that has just been unrestrained.
Yes, it kind of rides up to its
No.
full height. You hear Maximum Thunder Punch say, "You're doing great." Just thumbs up.
So
Don't break.
I'm going to hit it with so it's a DC 15. I'm going to try and turn it into a fluffy kitten.
Okay. Well, this is convenient. I rolled a 12.
Nice. Kit. Oh, we have a kitten now.
Oh, cute. Cute.
And this little, like maybe 6 month old, not 6 month, like 6 week old. It's like super tiny. It's got like the little rounded ears. From once where there was a horrible mass of writhing tentacles and claws, and it's doing that thing where it kind of bounds towards you, but like the back end is like kind of going off to the side and it kind of falls over.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Amazing.
And Addington is behind you, and he says, Kebu, you're a detective. What do you make
Yes.
of this?
What do I make of this?
And he holds up a small coin in his hand.
A small coin.
Yes,
Ooh.
you can see that on it is a small engraving of a pyramid.
Of a pyramid.
Mhm.
Ooh. Can I make some kind of like history check or something to see if I've seen this symbol before?
Yeah, by all means.
14, 15, 16, I believe. Yep, 16.
You do recognize this symbol. There was a society in Marcia Bay that existed before the current city. It was kind of built over top of it. Because Marcia Bay has a rather nasty habit of just kind of destroying stuff and building over it.
Yeah.
But yes, this pertains to an ancient lost lord. His name was kind of stricken from history.
Do I know the name?
No,
It's gone.
It is
It's gone,
lost
yeah.
to history. There are some stories of Kaba the Mighty and Plentiful, but whether or not it is tied to that, you are unsure.
Plenty.
He kind of flips the coin over in his hands a little bit, and then he looks at the pyramid thing, and he kind of says like, oh, I think I read somewhere like when in my studies in Waterdeep like about this thing, and he explains that whole thing about the previous lord and stuff, but no one knows his name. It was stricken from history.
And as Ghost 1884, thank you for donating $20.
$20.
We can give one of the players a very rare magic item, or we can save that for the next game, just because this one is nearing completion.
Nearing.
And Addington will nod his head and say, very well, shall we through the portal?
Sure.
I suppose we should sally forth.
And he says, that was very clearly the Mercy Mantle that we saw.
Mercy Mantle.
The
What is a Mercy Mantle?
Exclamation points and all.
It was the exclamation points, the question marks. It is an item of chaos. He says, it is from the Tomb of the Lost Gods, and
Oh.
it is what is likely messing with the very fabric of reality.
Ah, and you got to put it back to where everything back to normal, right?
Well, I mean, unless you like any kind of gestures at everything. This.
No, planes should really not cross into each other, and it's uncontrolled portals, as you can see. It's kind of a shit show, for lack of a better term. This needs to be taken care of. Puts his hands on his hips and he goes, this is quite concerning.
This won't do it all.
Very concerning.
And Addington takes a step through the portal.
So best go through before this kitten becomes not a kitten
more-
anymore.
yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how long that lasts. So yeah.
I'm going to say it's permanent because I like this kitten.
So
Yes.
I scoop the kitten up and I hold him up to the mech and I say, I hope you do not mind if I name him Maximum Thunder Punch Jr. and take him with me on my further adventures.
Yes.
The little hand goes down to give you a fist bump. Or sorry, the giant hand goes to give you a little fist bump.
Bump.
And then he pushes you through the portal. Maximum Thundercat.
There you go.
All right, as you all go through the portal, as once more you hear that kind of cracking of reality, you are back out at the outskirts of Marcia Bay. From the confines of his cloak, Addington will give you each a hefty sack of gold, which, if you're playing characters from other campaigns, feel free to just take that much gold with you and all your legendary items. Tell him I said it was okay.
It was for a good cause.
Yeah, it was for the children.
The children.
Handing you each a hefty sack of gold, and he says, I can't ask you to do any more. You've already done more than anyone else should, reasonably. But I will be rallying the other adventurers in the city to try to investigate. And he holds up the gold coin, whatever this is.
Well, we could do what we could do.
Wish you the best of luck in that.
And
Can,
oh no, go ahead.
oh, can we leave any of our items for the next team?
No. You can take them with you. But Addington says, well, I mean, if you want to give me your items, we'll probably just store them. That's sort of what we do.
Okay.
And Addington gives you all a heartfelt handshake. Just, good job. GG.
GG.
As we close the chapter on Chapter 1 of Mercy Road, The Mystery Mile. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for doing this.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yes.
Do any of y'all have stuff you want to plug? Y'all are, we've got a lot of streamers, a lot of artists. A single artist, as far as I'm aware. But yeah.
There's a great 24-hour charity D&D stream going on like right now that you can go check out and donate to.
You know what? I hope there's a rival one.
No, that's
It's like there's a rival one with like one viewer right now.
Get Lucky by Daft Punk. It's the sound of the summer. Check it out. Thank you, John, for reminding us.
But yeah.
Are we going in like an order or
yes,
we'll
popcorn? We'll go from top to bottom. So, Deggy, if you have anything you want to plug?
Not a whole lot. Oh no, my dog is breaking in. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, Josephine, do you have something you want to plug?
Hold on a second, one second.
Shout out to Deggy's dog.
Deggy, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I just said, but I'm at Deggy on Twitter, Deggey. Deggy Art on Instagram. I post a lot of drawings because that's what I do. Yeah, and just check out my stuff. Feel free to chat. I'm a friendly person. Not really much else. I just that's where you can find me and find my art and stuff. So
Josephine?
I hope this is not actually like stealing any thunder from this event, I don't think. But once you're satisfied with Mercy Road, it's been a month or two, and you're longing again for another charity event to support. In July, we're planning a 48-hour charity event, also supporting Child's Play charity called Draw 4 Charity.
Yes. Ooh, I think we were like 2 weeks apart last year. That's why I did this one a little bit earlier.
Yeah, and that's going to work out great because it'll be that kind of like perfect timing. So it's going to be July 9th through 11th. So go ahead and mark your calendars now. We've got some really cool things that we're lining up. And it's all going to support the same great cause that we're supporting right now. So
awesome.
There will be more. I can put the link to the Twitter in chat because I think it's not Draw 4 Charity on Twitter because that was already taken. So I'll look for it and drop it in.
Sounds good. White?
Hi. I don't really have anything particular to promote. You can find me on the internet in any place where I exist at Whitefire. And it's been a blast playing with you all.
Also, Whitefire streams. Go follow him right now.
Very rarely I stream, yes.
Welder?
No, I don't have anything to shout out. Just
I'm going to shout out your voice because it has been very pleasing to hear.
Thank you. Shout out to, I don't know.
Yeah. And Rex.
Water. It's a very nice drink. Have some, I guess.
Have some. Have a break.
Hey everybody, I'm Rex Verdi. I don't run any streams myself, but I do participate in friends streams. So you may find me on Brosophine's occasional gaming stream. That's usually Wednesday nights when we are able to all get together. And I will be participating in some way, shape, or form with the Draw 4 charity aforementioned this July.
Awesome.
Yeah, and you can find me on Twitter being foolish at Rex Verdi. So
how about we pick a winner for our draw and then be like, hey, you're awesome.
Do it.
Okay. Frosty. If you are there,
Hey.
Frosty,
Hey.
a mod will message you for your deets. You have won our first prize pack, which has a Cards Against Humanity Family Edition and a custom dice set.
Ooh. Is it the pink
Nice.
dice?
I believe it is.
The unicorn dust dice.
But it is
yeah.
also more than that. There's going to be some other goodies in there, including a dice bag made by Busaurus, a Child's Play mask, a wax melt dice set from Red Robin Cosplay, and a D20 keyring. So a mod will message you. We will catch up with him. Oh, there he is. Congratulations, Frosty. Oh, and an anonymous benefactor for Team Noble donated $100. Very rare care packages for each team member. I am guessing that is for team. That is for the next team.
Yeah, Team Noble.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will go on a quick break. We will be back in 13 minutes. Thank you to all you lovely players. Thank you to everybody who's donated. We will see you in 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for
Good
hosting.
luck with the other, like 20 odd hours.
Yeah.
Are we still on the